Very good morning, students. After a Ganesh festival vacation, we are again here, uh, and this is very first lecture after the vacation. I know it very well that you are enjoying the Ganesh festival, but as a matter of fact, it's we all are the students still yet. है ना? So let's start. Actually, you all are might be watching the newspaper, might be watching the TV channels, news channels. You might be reading the newspapers, and day by day, every day, actually, the rumors are going on. Actually, this is all about the traditional universities, but still, uh, agenda for the agricultural examination is not clear yet. So it's our duty to cover our syllabus as early as possible because we don't know when will be your second semester in examination. Getting as well, you have to face the midterm examination. See, as since last 6 months, you are at your home. Uh, I am I'm expecting that you might be missing your college. Hmm. So at least this is the one way to touch with you. And if you have any issue, any problems with the academics, with the your personal matter, hmm, you are open or the I'm available for you for 24/7 hours. Hmm. Not me only, but this our whole institution. It's always for you in support of you. Getting? So let's start with the new lecture. Actually, why I'm telling you because this is all about our the next chapter. That is SWOT analysis. Okay? Strength, weakness, opportunities, and threats. SWOT analysis. Actually, SWOT analysis is actually business term. It is most popular in the corporate world. And if you would like to start your business, then every firm uh, does its SWOT analysis itself. So what it does exactly? If I have to start any enterprise, then I will go for the SWOT analysis. So SWOT analysis, first thing, I will find out my strength. If I have to establish any enterprise, I will find my strength. Then I must focus on the weaknesses. Ready? Regarding the strength part, for example, if I'm living in the Pune, then well-touched roads are there, transportation facilities are the excellent one. Then I can get the 24/7 hours electricity. That can be my mm, strength. Regarding the weakness, for example, raw material availability is too far. I have to go to in the around 200 kilometer for the raw material. Getting or the cost is more, or I don't have that much skill staff. That will be the weaknesses. Then opportunities, it depends on my enterprise. If I'm establishing any agri enterprise or the any agri produce, getting and during the market survey, I have find no any similar product is available in the market. This will be the whatever the produce I am going to produce, that will be the first product in the market or the total new produce in the market. So that is actually my opportunity for expansion. And threats that the competitors, I can say, or the as being the its very first product in the market, I don't know what are the standards. For example, if I want to establish any biscuit company, then I have some standard. I have Britannia, Marie, or the Parley. getting ITC. Different brands are there and they are producing the biscuits with the different names. So I have a standard which is the best quality of the biscuit getting. But if I'm launching a very new product, innovative product in the market, I don't have any standards with me. So that time, legal issues or the some other issues can be arise. Getting. So overall, what I'm telling you about the SWOT analysis. As this is the course, entrepreneurship development and business communication, and you all are the student and the potential entrepreneur. So that time, actually, this SWOT analysis can be done for the individual, for the institution, for anyone. Actually, you yourself also can done your own SWOT analysis. If you are preparing for any examination, then you should evaluate yourself, you should analyze yourself, what is your strength, what is your weakness, what is our opportunities, and what are the threats. Ready? So definition of the SWOT analysis, actually this is the theoretical part. So SWOT analysis is the quality assessment of the industrial business and any profit or non-profit organizations, management and institution through a scanning process of the internal and external environment as a part of a strategic planning. Getting what is that? It is first thing, it is a quality assessment of whose of industrial business, it might be any profit or the non-profit organization. Nothing just organization, it can be a management, it can be an institution. How it is going to done? Through a scanning process. And what part will be covered under the SWOT analysis? That the internal and external environment as a part of a strategic planning. If I have to move forward, then it is must to conduct a SWOT analysis of the organization. So it is qualitative assessment of the any business, of any company, of any firm, either it's profit or non-profit, either it can be a management or any institution, and through a scanning process of the internal and external factors or environment as a part of a strategic planning. Getting simplest definition is there, just have a look over there. So it is a simple framework for generating the strategies. It is the alternate form for the situational analysis. It is applicable to corporate level and business unit level. Actually, these are the most useful institution actually, because they want to sustain in the competition. So it is must for them always to conduct a SWOT analysis again and again. The SWOT analysis framework can be designed in short in the following way. How? See, attributes, then objectives and harmful. So like the internal attributes, that means is if I am conducting the SWOT analysis of my own, then what will be the internal attributes? First thing, strength. I know my strength very well, है ना? And weaknesses, and I know it very well. What are the my weaknesses? So these are the personal qualities actually. And if you're talking about at the institutional level, so these are the internal characters. The firm is knowing what is strength and what is weakness of it, of them. But external attributes depends on the external factors actually. So opportunities will not arise from the firm. Opportunities will lead by the some situation or by the some social situation. For example, you see this COVID-19 is going on. Actually, none of us was wearing the mask, using the mask. But that COVID-19 have forced us to go for the mask. And you can see the lakhs of women get employed who knows the weaving very well. They become the entrepreneur. They started to produce the mask. So they didn't know what will be happening. Their business was going on, but as COVID-19 attribute or this attribute added a great opportunity to them to flourish themselves. And threats, again I will take the example of the COVID-19 only, as those entrepreneurs who had started their business just month or 2 months ago, they were unaware about such a threats, but it comes and they destroyed. This is one, but another competition. Getting so internal and external attributes. What I mean to say here. So internal attributes, organization has some inbuilt potentialities that need to be identified and used for the development of organization. These are the inbuilt or the internal potentialities. So what are the internal potentialities? Either it's a strength or weakness. Getting so strength. What is strength? Strength is a basic asset of the organization that would provide the competitive advantage for its growth and development. Ready? So strength of the organization can be assessed by analyzing environment in which it functions. What is strength? It is a basic asset of the organization that would provide the competitive advantage. Actually, I don't know whether you have learned it from the economics course or no. Law of competitive advantage and law of absolute advantage. Getting competitive advantage means what? For example, uh, I want to produce a salt. I want to produce a salt. So for India, how it is competitive advantage? We have the cheap labor availability. We have the what you can say, the sea water with us. So for production of a per kg of salt, we require just point or the 1 rupees per kg cost. For producing a 1 kg of salt, we required 1 rupees for 1 kg. At the same time, if that Pakistan, for example, it required 1.5 or the 1.5 rupees per kg or the 3 rupees per kg. So what is affordable for them? To spend the 3 rupees on production or to import the salt from India at 2 rupees per kg. Yes, absolutely. 2 rupees per kg. So that is actually competitive advantage of the production. So strength is like this. It is a basic asset of the organization that would provide the competitive advantage for its growth and development. So strength of the organization, it might be any, what will be the strength of any organization? First thing, availability of the necessary infrastructure. For example, MIDCs, Industrial Development Corporations. So they are providing the 24/7 water facilities, electricity, well established road facilities, cheap labor availabilities. That is all actually. So these are the necessary infrastructure. Then adequate production capacity of the plant. If you have the large number of area with you, then definitely you can expand your production plant. Then skilled manpower. For example, you will see shoe industry is flourished in the Kanpur area because there it actually there since many generations it is their main occupation. No. Uh, Good manufacturing practices, if they are performing very good practices, quality, they are maintaining the quality of their product, definitely. So that will be the strength. For example, cotton king or the Peter England, getting. So they are having their own manufacturing practices, good manufacturing practices. So they have their own competition actually, I can say. Then another qualities, quality assurance and quality control. If they have well established assurance and quality control cell, it will be advantageous. Then good location regarding their transportation, everything for the raw material availability. Then wide distribution network, if whatever the product is producing in their plant, if it is having a wide distribution network over the India, definitely it's a strength. Then qualified, devoted and motivated staff, getting then enthusiastic and efficient management team, that will be the strength. Then facilities for product and process development. Then brand image. Brand image means what? Actually, if you are watching the advertisements, you will see many celebrities are advertising their product. If Salman Khan is advertising the Sona Chandi, then diehard fan of the Salman Khan will use that Sona Chandi itself or that revital. Getting, if Shah Rukh Khan or the Deepika Padukone is advertising Lux soap, then definitely the diehard fan of the Deepika and Shah Rukh will go for the Lux soap. Getting, this is one thing, actually this is the celebrity brand, but besides this of that company, it is having its own brand image. For example, the what you can say, the Havels Havels company is there. uh, it's a very great brand actually. So they are producing the fan, but if they started to produce something else, electric equipment, they will get the benefit of their brand. Their brand is a quality, people knows this brand, and they know this Havells is an excellent brand in the fan, so definitely they are going to produce a excellent product, another product might be. So that is brand images. Then consistency in earning the profit, actually this is the most important thing we needed in the economics. Consistency. Getting, then good corporate image. So the relevant programs undertake so far might have created a favorable atmosphere for the development of the organization. I think for today it is enough. For the rest of day, we will go through the rest of part, that is weakness, opportunities and threats of the organization. Okay, so thank you.